Today on Zoom.
When you're all through making your bracelet, it should look like this. A button bracelet. It's really easy to make. I'm Cassie, and I am 11 years old, and I want to show you the coral reefs of Key Largo, Florida. Go! Oh my God, stop it! Wow, I'm so above Javier. And it's Adam Javier Tabu.
Funding for Zoom is provided by the National Science Foundation, America's investment in the future, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundation, and by contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you.
Thanks! Hello, we're the Junior Girl Scout Troop number 500, right here in Northampton, Massachusetts. Get ready to Zoom! Yeah! I'm Eduardo. Hi, I'm Kaylee. I'm Caroline. We're all part of the one world now. So let's talk. We want to hear from you. Come on, give it a try. And if you like what you see, turn off your TV and do it. Come on and do it. Come on and do it. Come on and zoom my room. Come on and zoom. We're zooming on WGBY. I bet you know what this game is. That's right, it's Leapfrog. And it was sent to us by Jacob M. from Missoula, Montana. All right, guys, back to the starting line. Okay. I know, it really is. All righty, Zoomers, ready? Yeah. All right, on your mark. Get set, go. That's right, green team's a little bit in the lead. Actually, it's a tie. Come on, guys, you can do it. Go back. Oh, it's still a tie. Rachel's a little bit ahead. Caroline. Okay, just getting in. They turned around. Go back, go. Rachel's in the lead. Go. Haley just came up. That's Laura's coming. It's a close race. It's a close race. Oh, the blue team won by so little. It was like this much. I know. Blue team won by this much. I saw like you got something great. Good job. Ooh. This is a bird's nest that a friend of ours found on the ground. A barn swallow made it out of grapevines, grass, and mud. The barn swallow wasn't using it anymore, so our friend was able to loan it to us. Kaylee found this nest made out of moss and grass in the yard outside of her house. The birds made these nests in the same biome, a northern temperate forest. Temperate forest means that it has both hot and cold seasons, along with a medium amount of rain. Isn't it cool that these birds live in the same biome, but use different materials to make their nests?
Well, Madison E. of Franklin, Ohio, which, by the way, is the northern temperate area, challenged us to build a bird's nest. We can use
mud, grass, twigs, moss, string, and straw. Some birds make their nests in trees, and they're supported by branches. Since we don't have trees on Zoom, we're going to use these meter sticks and sticks to support our nest. Rachel and Matt are going to work together, and I'm going to work with Carolyn to see whose nest can support the most eggs. All right, ready to start? Yep. Yeah. I think for where it's going to be, I think it needs to be wide so it can support, like it can be supported by this, because this is very strong. It has to be really dense because it has to support, the eggs are pretty heavy. If we entwine, like, maybe a grass or straw into what? Into like strips to make like a base for, and then we could put mud on top to make a base to hold the mud like a cradle. What do you think should be our outside thing? I know mud's gonna be our outside because we think that's hard, but do you think? I think we should cover like the outside mud and then maybe moss. I like the idea of how it's soft on the outside.
I actually think that it'll work if we like take patches of it.
Oh, and weave it into patches?
Or yeah, maybe weaving it with patches because I think it'll just work better. Well, that's a lot of mud, but it'll work.
I was kind of looking at this one, how sturdy it is, and maybe if we have like on the outside? I'm not sure, like for layers, like that. I think that's going to be too dense. Like we're going to have to need a little place to put the eggs. So if we put it around like that. Ugh.
So much mud. We might try to take off as much excess mud though.
Yeah, because once it sticks,
heavy, and it won't be able to hold much weight.
So the point of the mud is to make it so nothing falls out. Yeah. I think that the mud is making it fall out. I guess we kind of need to dry. Yeah, and I think that we need I think you got some of the dry part. But look how wet it is in the bottom. Look at that.
And then you just wrap it around your wrist like this, and that gets it circular, and you kind of like squeeze it a little bit, then you just let it go. And it's in like a circle shape.
Alrighty, cool. Want to add some grass too? Like, yeah, this is the final layer on the outside for this level.
I hope it'll hold.
I know.
I think it will.
I know. I think
it feels pretty sturdy in the center. I'm just gonna add a tiny piece of moss, and then I think we're ready to test it out.
Garrett and Caroline, we're ready.
We're ready to test ours. Okay, I'll grab the eggs here.
So, you guys is awesome.
Really slow, like one by one.
Yeah. It's really cool. Yeah, we used we didn't build it on here. We put it on last. Oh. And we built layer, and we tried to use little mud because we thought it would be heavy. And we just used a lot of this like dead grass.
That's a good idea.
Awesome.
Ours is really different.
I know. You ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last one. 10.
Good job, you guys held all of them. Good job.
Dad, do you want to go touch yours out?
Sure.
What we did in the beginning, we entwined, like kind of like, like weave, and then that's kind of like a cradle so it can hold.
And then we put moss in the middle, and then what we did is we took this hay right here and we wrapped it around our arms so it would be in a circle shape. Then we took it off.
This is a lot different because you guys started on it. On it, yeah.
And used more mud than us.
Okay, you guys want to test it?
Sure.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like it's good. 9, 10. Woo!
Good job, guys.
Good job.
You did awesome.
Good job. So cool.
So we both got 10.
I know.
Yeah. It's so interesting to see how. Just think about it. Birds can actually do this with their feet and wings, and it's just like amazing.
Really cool. Our nests were able to support a lot of eggs, but didn't look nearly as nice as the ones that the real birds made. Keep watching, because later in the show, Cassie S. of Key Largo, Florida, will show you another really beautiful structure found in nature, a coral reef. What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that?
What animal makes the loudest sound, and what does it sound like?
The loudest animal noise, I think, is an elephant.
I think the animal that makes the loudest noise is the horse.
The loudest animal noise, I think, is the guinea pig. Moo!
The animal that I think is the loudest is the elephant.
The animal that I think makes the loudest noise is the cow. and it sounds like this. Moo! Whoa. Ooh! Kids make the loudest noise. I don't want to take my bath!
What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? Abba-babby, dabba-babby, wabba-mubbin. Abba-babby, dabba-babby, wabba-mubbin.
Abo nabo, abo come go with the most bubble go with tubby, abo mama spoon. Hello.
How about? Dibba-dabby, hibber, come on, fubber. How about? Avine, abba-babby, dabba-babby, wabba-mubbin. And then I'm abba-wabby, heavier to boo habba.
Wow, abo so bubber happy abo.
That's right. And then I'm heavier to boo. Dabby, dabba-dabby.
Abo yabu gabo in tabu yabu yabber sabu bubber strubbing.
Never.
Abo yabu gabo in tabu yabu yabber abo strubbing bubby jumping.
Never. I'm going to be yaboos. Rabbit. Abba fubber.
Yabu.
Nabu nabi tabu sabik mabi. Abime. Abababi dabababi wabababin. Abits baba jabba.
Wow.
Zoomtail.
Today's Zoomtail is called Mark the Pencil. It was written by Alexander S. of Muncie, Indiana. It won first place in WIPB's Reading Rainbow Young Writers and Illustrators Contest. He sent us the story along with this letter. Dear Zoom, the idea for my story came from looking in my backpack at my art supplies. I thought it would be cool if they could talk and be my friends. So I drew pictures to show it. The words came after I drew the pictures first. Here's Alexander's story.
Mark the Pencil, written and illustrated by Alexander S. of Muncie, Indiana. Hello, I am Mark the Pencil. I can talk. So can my friends. You probably want to meet my friends. There's Bob the Ruler, Smudge the Eraser, Jungle, Rose, and Light, they're crayons, Sharp the Pencil Sharpener, Sticky Glue, and Sizz. One day, when I fell off the teacher's desk, I learned how we can all stick together and help each other out. Oh, with the help of Sharpie's dad, all of my friends pulled together to rescue me. I got back up, but I broke my point. Sharpie's dad made it as good as new. The next day, we looked for a bigger adventure. We got in a backpack that belonged to a boy named Luke. He took us home without knowing it. When Luke was doing his homework, he heard us talking and he found us. He was surprised we could talk. Luke knew he was not supposed to have us, so he took us back to school. We were all excited to see Luke the next day, but he sat in the back row and it was hard to talk to him. Luke was happy to see us too. The teacher started the day with a surprise. She told us, I got the test scores back. Let's see who got what and what got who. The person who did the best in our class gets a prize. Who would win? In a few minutes, the scores were announced, and Luke won. The prize was me and my friends. We all went home with Luke again, and we were very happy. When Luke had homework, I would always help him. When he grew up, Luke took me to Harvard. I was even there the day he graduated. We have been best friends for a long time. The very end.
Zoom-do. Remember when we made these button flowers? Well, Michelle of Gretna, Louisiana,
Since it's the directions for another project you can make using buttons. A button bracelet. It's really easy to make because all you have to do is glue some buttons onto an elastic and you have your bracelet. And you can make your button bracelet any way you'd like. You can make it using patterns. See how this one has a blue button, then an orange button, then orange and blue, and then blue and orange again. That's called a pattern. You can make your bracelet using all the same color buttons, like this one that's green, only different shades and sizes. Or you can do something totally random with your bracelet, like this one. First, cut your elastic so that it fits around your wrist. The best way to do this, I'll do it on this arm, is to roll your elastic around your wrist and cut it where it overlaps. I'll hold it with my thumb so it stays. I'll move this bracelet up. Okay. So I'll cut it right here. It's a little tough to cut through, but I think I got it. Oh, maybe. Here, I'll make the mark, and now I'll cut it. Over here. There we go, perfect. Okay, now you want to arrange the buttons onto your elastic. I think I'll make a red bracelet, so I'll use all little and big red buttons. And I think my bracelet in the end is going to end up looking like the green bracelet that I showed you earlier, because it has all the same colors, but all the buttons are different shades and sizes. Okay, and I think I'll put, here, let's see, a big one first, and then a little one, another little one, and I really like this button. It has a little shape of a flower inside of it. I'll put that one next. Okay, here, I think I'll use another big button, and this one, I'll put another big one and a few little ones at the end. Yeah, this one looks good. Okay. After you've arranged your buttons on the bracelet, you want to glue them on. So I'm going to glue the big one first. There we go. Make sure you don't glue any buttons to the ends of your elastic, here and here, because that's where you'll be sewing your bracelet together. Put one down. I'll glue the little ones first, next. Whoops, stuck to my finger. Okay. Keep gluing your buttons down till your bracelet is finished, and let the glue dry overnight. The easiest way to do this is to take your elastic and fold it up like this. There we go. And sew where they overlap, just like that. If you don't know how to sew, or if you're not allowed to, make sure you ask an adult to help you. And be sure to tie a tight, strong knot in the end of your thread when you're finished sewing. When you're all through making your bracelet, it should look like this. Now your bracelet is ready to wear. If you know any more Zoom do's you can make using buttons, then send your ideas to Zoom.
You've got to send us
DWN Box 350.
Box and that. All to one through four email. Send it to Zoom. Email. BSKids.org. Email. BSKids.org.
I'm Cassie, and I am 11 years old. I live in Key Largo, Florida. Down here. And I want to show you the coral reefs of Key Largo, Florida. This is a saltwater marine biome. Salt determines what lives here and what doesn't. This whole entire place is made out of coral rock. Coral is an ancient life that has been around for millions of years. The Florida Keys are actually coral themselves. You can't dig a hole here because there's no dirt. A big coral rock, we know it's brain coral by the lines in here. This is very old, all fossilized. This is a 45-foot catamaran and it's used for diving trips. a living thing and only lives in salt water. Coral reefs tend to grow in warmer waters, and temperatures between 75 and 85 degrees. It's kind of mucky out, but the reef also becomes a habitat to many other living things. Without living corals, the fish and other animals will leave. Hello again. We really need to take care of this environment, or we won't have it for anybody else to come see and enjoy. We volunteered by raising money for Goodwill, an organization that collects donations and helps people to find jobs. After we decided we would collect money for Goodwill, we made a special poster in a big jar for the donation. Next, we gave a presentation at our school where we talked about the ways that Goodwill helps people. In just 1 month, we were able to collect $70. Want to be a member of the Zoom team too? Visit wgbui.org/Zoom and tell us what you do to volunteer. Remember, the small things you do can add up to make a big difference. Zoom into action! And join the Zoom team! Zoom game. Here's something you can do with a suitcase that's a lot more fun than packing. It's called Balloon Jam, and it was sent in by Matthew F. of Salem, New Jersey. To set up your game, each team needs a suitcase and an equal amount of blown-up balloons. Okay, Zoomers, you have 60 seconds to fill your suitcase with as many balloons as you can. At the end of the 60 seconds, you have to shut your suitcase, and if any of the balloons pop, they don't count. The team with the most balloons at the end that aren't popped wins. Okay, Zoomers, let's get packing. Ready? Ready? On your mark, get set, go. Oh no, it's okay, it's okay. So it looks like the green team might have slightly more balloons in there. La 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 la. La 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 la. Whoop. Now the... Wow. Okay, you have 30 more seconds. 30 seconds. Might have to put them in slower so they don't fall out. Fall them off and put them in there. Almost time. 15 seconds left. 15 seconds. Remember, they have to shut your suitcase. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Here, why don't you shut your suitcase first?
Do we have to shut it all the way?
Yes. Guys, why don't we both go at the same time?
Okay,
one. No, not hard, guys.
Be careful, just be careful.
Obviously, some of them are going to pop.
Oh my God, it's not popping! Come on, beautiful.
Get it close.
Hold on.
How do you close it?
You just push it down. Okay, really,
yours is close.
Yeah, kind of.
Perfectly close. Got it.
Good job, guys.
Okay, now walk it. None of them popped. Oh, I heard one. I heard one.
Got it. I got mine popped.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. So now we have to open them up and count them. You ready?
Yeah, just...
Make sure they don't fly over the place. So... Okay. So you guys have...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 31, that's all right?
Yeah.
31. We got 31.
It's 31.
31. Ready? Let's go. I'm amazed. I didn't know that many balloons could fit in something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Oh, that's hot.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
That's got to add a lot of small ones.
25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
We had 31, and you guys had 32.
So good. You call the tune. Z-double-O-N box 350. Boston, Mass. 02134. Head to Zoo.
Let us know what you think. Take our current survey and make your opinion count at the survey section of the Zoom website at pbskids.org or America Online keyword PBS Kids.
Submissions become the property of Zoom
And will be eligible for inclusion in all Zoom media.
This means that we can share your ideas with other Zoomers on TV,
The web,
in print materials, and in other media.
so send it to Zoom.
You don't have to be a superhero to know how to speak Ubby-Dubby. Just go to the Ubby-Dubby translator at the Zoom website to turn English into Ubby-Dubby. Evans, Ubbin-Bubby-Dubby-Lubby, Ubbin-Pebble-Ubbin-Glovish.
You've got to send us email. Send it to Zoom. Email. PBSKids.org. Email. Zoom. PBSKids.org.
Funding for Zoom is provided by the National Science Foundation,
America's investment in the future.
the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, the Arthur Vining Davis Foundation, and by
Contributions to your PBS station from viewers like you.
Thanks.